record. Okay. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Awesome. Hey, Team Limitless. I'm still going to call us Team Limitless, even though technically Saint isn't going to have teams anymore. I think we're still a team, and that's how we're connected as friends and team. And I want to keep the connections going. Like they don't have to disappear with the switch to affiliate. So, Crystal and I went to the reunion in Atlanta this last week, and it was amazing. So this is super, super informal, but I thought like Crystal could just share a little bit about her experience because it was her first reunion. Well, technically second, first in-person reunion. Um, just yeah, Crystal,
Yeah.
just share a little bit of like your experience, your takeaways, just like whatever you want to share, and then I'll share a few things, and then like if anybody has questions. I mostly just wanted to share and just like encourage you guys that even with the change, like reunions are still so good, and there's still so much you can learn and so much you can get out of them and leave with from them. So all right, Crystal,
Yeah.
go for it. I'm gonna mute out.
So yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I'm super glad that I went. It was my first reunion. I mean, besides the virtual one, which I was really glad that I went to that one too and made some connections, and that was great. It's exciting. There's always some sort of exciting announcements that happen and good energy around that. But this was different because this one was in person and you're just sort of entrenched and surrounded with like-minded women. I know, Jessica, you know all about that, just probably from the Park Lane side. It's immersive and it's inspiring. That's basically what I would say about spending a weekend that way. I don't even have anything to compare it to because it is my first reunion. So I have no idea how this would have been different than maybe like pre-affiliate model. But there were hundreds of women there. The hotel was gorgeous. I mean, Saint knows what they're doing with like the hotel rooms that they pick, and just really well decorated, which kind of gets you excited. Some of the new products were out, and for you to test try isn't what the word, but anyways, um, so I see Jessica laughing at me. So anyways, so that was really cool just to be a part of in terms of just like seeing all of the beautiful Saint things, the beautiful hotel room, hundreds of really nice women. Like the Saint women are so nice. Like everyone that you bumped into, huge smiles on their face, have, like a quick conversation about what's on around you. And so um, I really just enjoyed the atmosphere, but when it came down to like the learning piece of it, that was really good too. I would say that there were two main like pillars that of learning that happened during a conference. I want to call it a conference, but during the reunion. And there was makeup learning, so a lot of product specific learning and application learning. So some eyeshadow looks, just techniques for mature skin, things like that. And then some with the new products that we're launching, a lot of information around those, like what the ingredients are and how you use the products, that sort of thing. But also, and maybe even more importantly, are the parts that I found like the most inspiring was some of the learning, like they had a lot of influencers up there, I guess is what I'll call them. They're Saint artists, but in a lot of ways they're like the big influencer type of artist, that kind of just talked about their journey from 100 followers to 150,000 followers or a million followers or whatever the case, and how they got there. And I know that very often a theme was just consistency. And one thing that I found interesting, I don't want to get lost in thought, but one of the girls who was speaking talked about how try not to consume so much. And I know I'm guilty of that, where I can get into the mode of like consuming what other Saint artists are doing. And she talked about trying not to do that because then you'll kind of get in your head and compare yourself to that artist, or maybe even want to try to be that artist. And that's not ever going to really show success for you. What's going to be the most successful for your business is showing up as you and doing it consistently, and recognizing that most of the time people don't want they're not interested in following someone who's not being authentic or maybe trying to be too perfect, like letting you in on your real life. Now, this is super hard for me. But I'm glad I went to the reunion to kind of reflect up for your business as the whole version of you and not just the makeup, right? Like not just the makeup, if you can help it, post more about your everyday life too, so people know who you are and they connect with you, because people want to buy from, someone that they know and like. And so it takes kind of being vulnerable in a way, and being willing to share outside of just like your makeup. But so there was also some really good practical tips. This is kind of embarrassing, but there was this guy named Mitch Rose. I think he's Saints. Um, I don't know, but he did a lot of talking about like making a captivating reel or just like the quality of your video. And one of the things that he said is your video should be on 4K. So like I said, this might be like common knowledge for everyone in the room. I didn't realize that I could change my setting on my video so that, because I guess it defaults to maybe 1080. It was on some other setting. So now I have it. Well, this is a brand new phone that I just left Verizon with, so I might have to change the setting on it. But you can go into your settings and change it to where every time you're recording a video, it's automatically capturing in that 4K. So I have like 4 pages of notes. Just one of the things that really stuck with me that I want to share is that, one of the first speakers was a lady who was actually going over mature skin tips, I think. But at the beginning, she was just kind of talking about her journey and how, where she started at as an artist. And she talked about how someone, asked her a question about being an influencer. And that really was like, took her by surprise for a minute, because she doesn't, really consider herself an influencer. But then she thought about it a little bit more and she said, the more I thought about it, here's what I think on that. Every single one of us is, in fact, an influence, whether we're influencing 4 people or 4 million people. And what we need to do is really focus on we want to show up, or what does she say? I have it written down. What type of influencer you want to be to people. And I just thought that was, I don't know, it was just one of those comments that resonated with me, because of Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and TikTok or wherever you're posting, it was just a moment of like, wow, like, every single moment that I'm interacting with somebody, even this is a moment to show up as how I want to be seen, right? And so I don't know, I just thought that really resonated with me. And there was another girl who said, you're never gonna regret trying, but you're always gonna regret giving up. So if you have something that you're going after with this business or anything else, just kind of keep going for it. I know I've done a lot of talking, and I do have like literally like 3 pages of notes on some of the just all the things from the reunion. But my overall takeaway is it's absolutely worth going to one of these reunions as a way of just getting really inspired, whether you're like fully launched in your business or kind of backpedaled off a little bit, which is where I've been, because it's a good opportunity to sort of recenter, refocus, get inspired, and meet new people. So I'm really glad that I did it. It was a great experience. Thanks, Jessica.
Oh, yay, I love those rainbows. Thanks,
When I figured
Crystal.
out how to do that, I do that all the time now. I'm like, what you just said, it was amazing. I'm gonna send some worms and just
Aw,
something's just gonna come across the screen. It makes me happy.
aw.
I was
So
bummed I
cute.
didn't get to go. I really think I would have enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
you would
really
have. You'll
think you
have to
would
come with
have.
us.
Yeah, yeah. I think both Jessicas, I think you guys really, really would have enjoyed it. So I'll talk more about this at the end, but put just like heads up for next year. It's September 11th through 13th. I'm gonna double check. I took a screenshot at the very end. It's in
In
Oklahoma
Switzerland.
City, September 11th through 13th. Sorry, what was that, Jessica?
I can't make it. I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
be in Switzerland.
Is that
Oh
another
my
hard
goodness,
lane
it's like
trip?
they're all on the same schedule.
I know, I know. I did hear several people say that they wish it was like a little bit later or something, so I don't know, maybe in the future Saint will do that instead of like this. I guess this week it wasn't, it was like the third week of September. Next week it's like, or next year it's like the second week. So anyway, um, but that's okay. It's so Saint made this change starting with this reunion. It used to be every 18 months. And it used to be with like a virtual one in between. And it used to be like 3 days of like sessions and content, but they scaled it down a little bit to make it a little more accessible for people. So now it's once a year with 2 main days. So like a lot of people will come in on a Thursday, and Thursdays like early registration, hang out, see your people, that kind of thing. And then Friday and Saturday are general sessions. And then some people leave Saturday night, but Saturday night's like the big closing party. And then people leave on Sunday typically. So as I understand it, that's going to be the format moving forward for the reunions. And I really like it because it makes it a lot more accessible for people. It's, one less night of a hotel cost if that's a factor. Anyway, so just kind of heads up for next year. I'm definitely planning on going, barring something crazy happening. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so just to sort of give you an idea, like this year was honestly, this year felt a lot more like cohesive and like intimate to me, as compared to previous years, just because there were a lot less people there. So Saint was able to do some things differently. Like instead of just like sitting in chairs like all close together for the general sessions, we were seated at tables so we could kind of spread out a little bit. We could write. And that I thought that was really nice. Like that was a nice touch that we've never really been able to do before. And in the past, what we would do is like have a general session in the morning, and then we would break out to like rooms for different classes in the afternoon. But this time they kind of incorporated the makeup classes and like different sessions into like the general sessions. And I really liked it that way. I liked the format a lot that way. Everybody got all of the same content, because in years past we were sort of having to like compare notes and swap notes from different people going to different sessions. So, and like they were able to feed us this year, which was really nice. So made it was simple. Like it was definitely simplified, which was really, really nice. Um, and yeah, reunions for me or conferences are always, just so like invigorating. I feel like I come away feeling like refreshed. I feel like renewed. I feel like, okay, I have a new sense of like direction of what I'm doing. Like they always come at just the right time. So I left with that personally. And I think like my biggest takeaway is I know a lot of people have a lot of feelings about the affiliate model for lots of different reasons. But I came away feeling very encouraged. Like there's still so much potential with Saint with an affiliate model. It's going to be different, but I think it's going to be really, really good. I think the people who choose to promote it are still going to see so much success because there's new products. I think Kara's like always an innovator. I mean, she's been working on the hair care products for several years, she told us. So like, I know other things are in the works. I know more things are coming, and we already know we have customers who love the products. So I came away just feeling very, very encouraged. I do. I think there's still so much possibility. But also I came away feeling like, okay, I really want to like hone in on my personal brand, because I don't want to just be like the Saint girl to my people. Like I want to be like I'm Meredith, and like that's just one piece of my puzzle that they see. So that's something I really want to work on, is having like kind like a cohesive variety of things that I do. I really want to lean into like my simplicity content. Um, sharing skincare, sharing makeup. I just think is kind of like what Crystal said, like we want to be multifaceted for sure, and sharing different things. And there does need to be a certain, like they do need to kind of relate to each other, I feel like, but just like just sharing us and like what makes us us and sharing that on our pages and in our groups. And that's like that people are going to be attracted to us, even more than like the products. Let me just flip through my notes really quick. Like, yeah, building a personal brand. There were lots of like kind of specific tips. I think that the speaker that I liked the most was toward the end of the second day. She talked about customer care, and I just resonated with hers so much. Her name is Courtney Spencer. She's got like 300,000 followers. But she talked about like how your story and your journey is your secret sauce. Like we all have a story. We're really not like none of us are boring people. We have a lot going on. We have a lot of talents. We have a lot of things that we're doing. And she just said a love of people will take you farther than any skill. And I loved that because it's easy to think, well, I don't do makeup as good as her, or like I don't know, or I don't do hair as well as her, like whatever it is. But loving people and serving people will take us farther than skill, like the natural skill. And being super consistent is going to take us farther than anything. So she just talked about like being present with your people, stop consuming so much, take action, come at everything with wanting to help people. Let's see. She said, one thing I loved is she said, don't get too caught up in like systems, like don't let it be too robotic. Like you have to have systems to grow and scale for sure. But I love that she was like, I still want to keep the personal connection piece along with like these systems that are going to grow and propel my business. And I really, really liked that. Expressing gratitude to customers and people that we're with. I think that was probably like that was a huge takeaway for me, was just like keep connecting with people, keep serving people. And I just really think that when we do that, like this, I mean, really any business model, but like this affiliate model can be so successful. I was a little bummed that they didn't give us more like specifics about the affiliate model. Like really didn't learn anything about like how it's actually gonna work. I mean, I kind of know in general, like we're gonna get paid 25% of our sales. I'm pretty sure we can get a 25% discount, stuff like that. But we didn't really get any info about like the customer loyalty program or any of that. So I'm looking forward to hopefully they share more about that so we can learn like kind of the ins and outs and how to make this really great for our customers. But I definitely I mean, I love reunions and I just encourage you guys if you can to come. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard to get away. It's hard to take time off work. Childcare can be tricky. But what I have found is that if I put it on my calendar and just say, I'm going to go, and I start thinking about it and planning for it, like now, like a year in advance, I start saving money for the ticket. That way it doesn't feel like such a huge financial thing. I start saving money for like the hotel rooms, food, new products. I just kind of start saving money for all of it. That way I'm ready and it feels like very doable for me to go. And it really is just such a huge boost for your business. So yeah, I think those are my big takeaways. What are your guys' thoughts?
Did you see the new products that are
Yeah,
coming out?
did you see the new products? Those are coming so soon.
Yeah, I was definitely jealous watching all of like I follow a lot of Saint people, so I was like, oh my God, all the details and the parties and stuff. It's so cool.
Yeah, so much. I think they're available this week, right, for artists. Is it the 26th? Did I see that right? On Thursday, artists can buy them.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think that's right. Yeah. Yeah. So, what do I?
Yeah, and that includes the shampoo cleanser thing, right? I'm gonna get it.
Correct.
I'm gonna get it. I took like took a couple pumps of one and I tried it and I did like it, but I'm gonna have to like really keep trying it because it's like, who remembers the was it When? Is that the name of the brand? It doesn't, I know, and I can't say that, Jessica, because they have terrible PR.
People lost their hair.
I know, but it reminds me of that because it's like the first time, When was the first company I was aware of that ever did the like non
Lathering. It didn't
kind of
lather. Yeah.
version? Yeah.
Doesn't lather.
Yeah, it doesn't lather. But then I looked up because I'm like, what does this kind of remind me of? And I looked it up and it was When, and I'm like, okay, don't use that as a reference. It's terrible, terrible PR, but I guess
Yeah,
the
I
guy.
used it
Remember that
Saturday
stuff
night.
when when you went bald, but it, it was
Yeah.
kind of like that.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be like, it's kind of like that, except better. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, I tried it Saturday night and I liked it. I liked it. I think I needed to like massage it more. That's what Kara said. Like really massage it into your scalp. It's not gonna lather. And then rinse and then repeat and do it again. Like really, really massage it in and rinse really well. And I think maybe I didn't massage enough, but my hair holds on to product and I don't feel like it held on to it. Like my hair didn't feel like greasy or tacky or anything like that. So, I think I'd really like it for my kids too. I think I'm gonna get it and then like I can use it for my kids.
Yeah, everything that comes out when there's something new, I'll get all the things because I still have my hairpin that I never wore in Paris because I got so sick when I was at the end of my trip. I wanted to be a little French girl with my French little pin and I didn't do
Yeah.
anything.
Yes, yes. And look at these. I love the hair clips, you guys. Like it's this little claw clip, but it's got 2 rows in there.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, it stays. Like it's a set of 2. It comes as a set of 2. I'm not usually a claw clip girl because they always fall out, but I wore this one at work and it stayed. Like it stayed all day.
You know what
Um,
I think is really good? Is it the dusting powder or something? Like
Mm.
I was like kind of
oh,
initially like underwhelmed,
so
like
good.
another setting powder. Is that what we need? But
Right.
then when I could like test it, like go out and actually try it, it's really good. Like it's definitely a different consistency. It almost kind of like it's going to be cream or something. It's super,
Yeah.
super light
Yeah.
and it blurs. I don't know that like our current setting powder is a more traditional press setting powder. Like it's gonna matte you out a little bit, which isn't a bad thing. Like especially for people like me, I'm more on the oily side. But this one, it will matte like a very little bit. You'll notice it, but you still have like kind of a glow. It doesn't matte that down, so it's really nice.
Yeah, it's super good. And I really like both the prep spray, the plush prep spray, and the fixate setting spray, like the new setting spray. It's really good. Like both of them are really, really, really good. Um, what else do I like? Oh, the wet brush is so good. Is so good. We got that one and it really like it just gives you, I'm a big scalp massage girl and it really gives you a good scalp massage. So yeah, the new stuff is really good. And Jessica, I love your thought. I feel like the same. When I like not everybody's gonna buy all the things, but if I buy the stuff and I like show my customers how to use it, people buy it. Once you show them how to use it and like what it will do and before and afters, people will buy it. And like we're headed into like people are starting to think about holiday stuff already. I think it's great timing. I think there's a lot of potential and 25% commissions is pretty generous for an affiliate. Most affiliate programs are not that much. So I feel really excited. I feel like the next few months are going to be really, really awesome. So
There was one practical tip from Mitch that I wanted to share too. So he did the 4K. I liked him because he gave like actual practical tips, you know? But it's just, I thought it was interesting. I'm going to try to implement this myself. And it's simple, but he suggests that every time you make a reel, that you take an extra second to create a text picture with it so that when you become viral or when you have, lots of videos that you have and someone's gonna want to go through and like look for that eyeshadow look or look for that ACK video, there's like a little screenshot up front that shows what the video is going to be. Does that make sense? So he was a big fan of doing that for all your videos. So I'm going to start trying to do that.
Oh,
What?
so you can actually do that. You can choose your cover photo for it. So when you're done making the reel, then you can go to the images and you can scroll until you like, because when I do want to go, it's
Yeah,
like
me
the
too.
worst photo of me.
But can you add words from there? Do you know what I'm saying? Like I can pick it, but he would also add text. So like even if you have to snap a separate picture, that you can make your cover photo so that it has like, how to perfect the no makeup look. You know what I mean? Like right up front, so that someone, if you have hundreds of videos, can kind of just look for that video.
My video editor is Cade. I'll ask him.
Yeah.
One that knows how to do it. My 14-year-old's so
Yeah.
good. He knows how to do all the wording.
That's great. That's
I know.
awesome.
I know. He's a business write-off too. He's an employee.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
Yes.
did you get all the stuff, Crystal? Are you gonna order it, or what did you get when you were there?
I got everything I could get while I was there. So I have the hair gloss, which is really good, by the way, because it smells good. I'm a sucker for a good smell.
Mhm.
So it's like
Good.
so I got the hair gloss, the setting spray, the prep spray, the dusting powder, the wet comb clips. I'm wearing the clip too, actually. Am I forgetting anything?
So we can order it now, like under ourselves.
On the 26th, you can order the rest. And so what I'll
Oh.
have to order on the 26th is the regular paddle brush. I want that. It's like one of those big, like it has bristles and whatever. Got like different types of bristles in it. So I'm gonna get that and cleansing. And I think that's it. I think that's the only thing that's releasing that we didn't get. Right, Meredith?
I think so. Just that, yeah, that other brush and the cloud cream.
They gave
Yes.
they gave us like a special lip color and eyeshadow for being there. So hey, you get like free swag whenever you go to one of those. We didn't even mention that. But Jade lost my lip color, so I never even got to use it. It was gone before I lost it. And
Aw,
then
man.
I was like, where, why, how? We've been in the same hotel. I turned everything over. I couldn't find the lip color. And then they gave me like a little for the recognition, the level 3 recognition. Jade broke it that night. I'm like, this is great. You're never coming with
Oh,
me again.
no.
Have a nice
Oh,
day,
man.
Jade.
Aw, shoot.
Yeah. So anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great point though. They usually will have sort of like some limited things that like are only available like in reunion, like conference swag. So yeah, often like a lip and cheek color, an eyeshadow color, a new palette, things like that. But side note, that green palette, you guys, that's
Mhm.
coming, like all the presenters got one of those. It might be my favorite palette design ever. It's so beautiful. It's like the green with like the little golden stars on it. I'm super stoked for that. So
Yeah,
I
that's pretty.
think that's coming. I wonder if we can get that on Thursday. We might be able to as artists. I'm not 100% sure, but we can check on Thursday. Um, anyway,
Yeah, it looks
yeah.
like a holiday one.
It does
It
look like a
does.
holiday one. Yes, it does for sure. It's kind of like Emerald City, but like holiday vibes. And Saint always does like the details of the reunions, you guys, like they don't leave anything like undone. The decor is top notch. They had little dishes of lemon drops on the tables because that's the song like when what is it when something melts like lemon drops away above the chimney tops, anyway, like the somewhere over the rainbow song, like they just have they're just you're just like immersed in this really neat theme and it's so fun. And everybody's just really nice. That's what it was just so nice to see lots of fresh faces this year, like people presenting that have never presented before. It was just I just felt very refreshed with it, just seeing new people, hearing from new people. I thought they did a really good job with everybody that they had like present and share. So Anyway, yeah, anything, I think we have about like 5 more minutes. Like any other questions you guys have, or just, do you have, I don't have tons of answers about the affiliate program, but like any questions you have about that, or, don't forget to have your customers close their party links this week by next Monday, the 30th. So we still have.
I
a
have
week.
one customer, I've reminded her 3 times she won't go. She's like, thank you so much. I know she's just getting busy, but she won't actually, like, I'm like, just close it out, please. You're
I'm
gonna
afraid
lose
to go
money."
live right now. I need to, but I know that I haven't done her color match and I was supposed to get it back to her and she's in that group. So I'm trying not to post anything in
Oh.
my same group because she's gonna be like, oh, you had time to go live here, but you haven't sent me my color. Well, I don't have Jot form anymore, so it goes to this like folder. I never see it. And one lady sent me one with like all her makeup on. She's literally, and this is her photo, by the way. It's like
Yeah,
You're like, not helpful, not helpful.
helpful. And I'm like, can you please not send me a filter or like, or they put big glasses on? I'm like, I can't even see your face.
You're
So
like, please take it
I'm
off.
avoiding it. I'm
Yeah.
avoiding it.
Oh, oh,
Anyway.
well, let us know if we can help.
No,
Um,
I'm gonna color match her, but and then I'm gonna go live and tell everybody that reminder you need to close out your party links because I think I have 2 or 3 open that have quite a bit of rewards. They need
yeah.
to do them.
yeah, definitely.
And also some people that, you know, are probably have never seen anything before. And so a lot of people jump in there and they watch me and they follow me from like a reel or something like that. And so yeah, that's what
Yes.
happens. I'm a big procrastinator. So because I haven't done that girls color match, I haven't posted anything in my group.
That's funny.
That's okay. That's okay. You've got this. You've got this. Yeah, I think it's worth it, like depending on how many links you have open, just kind of go down and look through those open links, and the ones with rewards, especially a lot of rewards. I need to do that too. I need to go through and just start sending some personal messages and reminding people. So this is a good week to do that. Um, what else? Oh, the new products will be, so they're available for us on Thursday. Customers is October 10th. So that's a date you can mark on your calendars. And I love that they give us a couple weeks so we can get them, go live, show them, and like have our customers ready to purchase them. So that'll be super fun. Um,
That's my big 4-0 too, so wish me happy birthday on October 10th.
that's your birthday? Well, I'm
Big
definitely
one.
putting that on the
Yeah,
calendar.
that's the big
Well,
one.
Crystal, that's so fun. I'm glad you shared that.
So
I don't know
old.
everybody's
I
birthdays.
know. I'm so old. Is that what you were saying, Jessica?
No, I feel old too because I'm 2 years older than you.
Well,
So if I'm 2 years older and you're turning 40, then I feel like, oh, she's turning 40. And then I'm like, oh gosh,
I don't care. I'm excited about it.
Are
I
you
feel like
doing
the
anything for your
30s, like
birthday?
the 30s tried to take me out, bro. There was highs and there was lows. It really tried to get me.
Are you gonna
So
do
I'm
anything?
excited about 40. I don't think so. I was thinking about doing like a New York City trip because I've never been to New York City, and I thought, oh, that might be nice to do like a weekend. But I kind of feel like we've done a lot of being away and like vacations and stuff like that. So I'm like, I think I might be good. I might rein in my 40s with like a dinner downtown and like my pajamas. I don't know. I'll think
Your
about
pajamas.
There you go.
Well, if
That's
you do
great.
something local, you better invite me.
I will.
That would
Yeah.
make me super sad because your birthday is like right around Boss's Day too. So we would always combine your.
Aw.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't really planned anything, but that's usually the problem with me. I'm like, yeah, I'll do something and no plans. That's why I need Jessica Powers in my life. I need the party planners of the world to sweep
Yep.
in.
We'll do it. Let's go. Just tell me where to start and I'll go. I think it's gonna cut us off, Meredith. Thank you for
Yeah,
sharing,
I
y'all.
Yeah.
think, no, I think we're
Appreciate
almost
you.
there, but thank you guys. And we're gonna keep the Telegram thread going, so feel free to ask color match questions, product questions, and like, if I don't know the answers, I will ask around and find somebody who does, but I think there's more like affiliate stuff coming. So we'll just kind of do this transition together and it will be great. So sure love you ladies. Thanks for letting us
Yeah, it's
share.
good to see you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll
I
see you.
appreciate it.
Okay. All right.
All right,
See you later.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.